Okay, it's Saturday, 5th of June, and I had a week off of everything. We had a holiday last weekend, Saturday through Tuesday, and I decided that I was just going to chill on my disciplines. Except I took all my running stuff because I thought if I get a chance I'll be able to run, but it was just too full on, you know what I mean? So I didn't manage to run. It was beautiful though where we were. So there was a park right next to one of our hotels, and I so wish I had a chance to go running in there, but c'est la vie. So I'd been feeling like I needed to refresh my disciplines a little bit, like they were already starting to get a bit stale for me. And so as I was away, I decided to think and figure out what my goals were again and what I really wanted. Not in terms of running. Obviously, my goal is to run the marathon as I decided. But I just felt like things weren't sustainable. They were crumbling, starting to crumble around me, and I was getting frustrated and despondent about it. So I wanted to come up with a more realistic plan, because I found that I was getting really frozen in my anxiety a lot. As I mentioned before, I was getting really frozen in my anxiety, and what I realized in that time was that I'd sort of left so many things up to chance. Like it was living in my head, it was swimming around my head, and I was holding it all up. Like I was juggling all these balls, and I couldn't let any of them go. I couldn't rest any of them, so I was just getting really tired mentally, and therefore I just wasn't being productive in any area. So I came home and I sat with my bullet journal. I set up the month of June in my bullet journal, and then I thought, how can I make, if anyone doesn't know what the bullet journal is, I recommend you go online, go on YouTube and look it up, because I've been doing the bullet journal for about 5 years now, and it's the only method of organization that works for me, because I can design it for myself, and if something's not working, I can change it. It's really great. Anyway, you're welcome, bullet journal, for that plug. Anyway, so I sat with my bullet journal, set up the month of June, and thought about the things, what are the things that I'm most anxious about? What are the things that I feel most overwhelmed about? The things that stop me the most. But then also, what are the things that are important to me, that I really need to keep track of, and that I want to make progress in. And I designed a system in my bullet journal for the month of June that will help organize me in some of these areas, like keeping up on the housework. Well, obviously my work, but that's more of a day-to-day thing, you know what I mean? But also with my running, I set up a month fitness chart, and I have decided what my weekly fitness rota will be. Now, I don't have to stick to that, obviously. If something happens and I need to break from that rota, then I'm going to have to do that. But now I have something down for my week that I know I'm going to do. That's my structure. So I don't have to think about it as much. I don't have to let it spin and wonder, so what am I going to do today? How am I going to be fit today? How am I going to do this today? You know, because that's too overwhelming for me. I know that there are people in this world, there are power executives who go out there and make a lot of money and get a lot of crap done. And I don't know how they do it, and hats off to them. But I'm identifying that I get stopped by the little things, the very little things. Like, in a minute I have to go load the dishwasher, and do I have the strength to do that? I mean, little things like that really frustrate me. You know, just get up and put your dish in the dishwasher, dude. So, but I think that that's those little anxieties are maybe symptoms of the bigger things, the bigger stresses that immobilize me. And I'm really hoping that now that I've got these areas in place, I've got them sort of laid down on paper, I can free my mind to be able to do other things and not feel like I've got to spin my thoughts in the background. So here's hoping. I'm really, really feeling good about, I'm glad that this time away from me was productive mentally, so that it wasn't just fallow time. Obviously, I wasn't eating great, but I had made that decision that I knew I wasn't going to be eating great because, we were going to be going out places and stuff, and it's just too hard, isn't it? It's just too hard. So it's all about grace, isn't it? It's all about grace and enjoying the moment, living for the moment. Ooh, that sounds very hedonistic, but you know what I mean. Living in this present moment and not letting the future and the past dictate to us what we should be, but being ourselves, being me right now. And that feels really good. Now I'm going to attempt to pause this video because I want to go home, and I want to then do a quick video capture of the pages in my bullet journal that I just was talking about, so I can document. I want to document what my weekly disciplines will be. So I'm going to attempt that, but if it doesn't work because I somehow screwed it up, then I will make a new video. Anyway, more later. Okay, so I'm back at home, and I forgot to mention how long I'd actually run. My sat nav on my watch and my phone was not working properly, so I turned it all off, and I just played it by ear. So I ran 4 laps around the grassy field, alternating direction just to keep it interesting, and I think that was probably around 1.5 miles, maybe between 1.5 miles, 2 miles. I'm not sure, but it was an even number. Odd numbers bother me, so I wanted to stick to an even number. So I've got my bullet journal open here just so I can document what my disciplines are going to be. I've tried to turn my screen around and I can't seem to figure it out, so I'm going to do it this way. So this is the month of May. This is the month page so that I have it all. I have the month in front of me. And I do a different color for each month. Now June is here. June is here, and June is, well, a bright pink. Don't judge. Real men wear pink. So that's June, and I have the month laid out, and then I have my house cleaning rota there, and I have decided what I'm going to do every day of the week. So that's really helpful for me. It helps so I can just relax and know that I've decided what's going to happen. And then this is my fitness tracker here in the month. Now you can see that in every week I've decided I'm going to run on certain days and then walk on certain days and do cardio intermittent there about 3 times a week. So I'm going to run on a Monday evening, do cardio on a Tuesday afternoon-ish, and then walk on Tuesday evening. Because I have Zoom devotion meetings with Covenant players every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday nights. So that's not a good night for me to run. So I'm going to walk on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then run on Monday and Wednesday, getting cardio in on Tuesday and Thursday, doing a longer run on the Saturday morning, afternoon. We'll see how the timing goes. And then maybe cardio. We'll see how that goes on a Sunday. And that's my week. So that's going to help me psychologically be able to rest, knowing that I've decided. I don't need to let these things spin around in my head. And again, if the bullet journal has been amazing for me. It's the only way I can keep track of my life, because as an artist, my brain can't deal with fixed structures of organization. I don't seem to use them. I let them sit on my shelf and I don't seem to do anything with them. So this is my way to keep it pertinent and accurate up to the moment. And if it's not working for me, I change it. So this should help me. And I've just stretched. I'm going to go have a big drink of water. I'm leaving my hat on because my hair is absolutely atrocious. And that's that. So more later.